Alongside me, former world champion Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend?
It's Shawn Showtime Porter fighting out of the fight capital of the world, Las Vegas, USA. This welterweight world champion looks to get back on top. Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world titles in 5 different weight classes, including the undisputed welterweight title. His hometown is Wilmington, North Carolina.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, by way of Northeast Ohio, here is a welterweight champion of the world, Showtime, Shawn Porter. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, the 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
What a venue, what a fight, what action.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. Here we go.
Good luck.
And there's the bell to start round 1. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? No defense for that hook. Misses with the straight left. Welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. And he just missed with that left jab. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
That's his round. Up a little bit so he can't figure you out. Great work. That is, come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're way better than this. Can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. You were thinking.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
idea, and that hook lands. That hook had to hurt. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged. Hold her right there. Sugar Ray. Leonard took a big shot, and down he goes. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
It's got to waste time. Get stuck behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum. And
not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
you're being put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Okay, focus, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths. Beautiful. That's it. Just start sticking a few body shots in there. Breathe. Breathe. I need you to focus on what you're... Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him any free shots. Keep smart. Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, but you'll take him out. Just get your rhythm back. We go again. He's hurt, he's ready to go, but you've got to be smart, otherwise he'll see. You gotta get out there and win this round, kid. You had everything in the bag. And just get him on the end of the jab. You're getting your time in already, that right hand. You're switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused. Get your
Time
mind back
winding
on the
down
draw.
as we get set to jump back in the action.
Figure you out. Great work. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your jab. Breathe when...
Let's get it started in round 3. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's going to hustle him. He's going to bluff him.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Got out of the way that right hook. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Sugar Ray is rocked. Looks like trouble, and he is forcing him to take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise, you know what? Pride's going to get you knocked out.
7, 8.
Nice counter shot. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sean Porter in that last round. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
You've been coasting this fight, and now you're going to let it. You were thinking, you were smart, you were loading up, you were still. You got to take that confidence away. Go out.
And there's the bell to start round 4. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just misses. Failing to score with that right hook. That hook doesn't score. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Sugar Ray's in trouble! Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down! They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four, five, six. Give me your glove.
At some point, the corner may have to intervene here because this fighter won't stay down.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fit.
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Now listen, kid, I need doing the gaps will appear. Just get him on the end. Focus back, get that jab back. Just box, be smart, get your shots off.
And there's the bell for round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Beautiful counter punch. The straight right just misses. Uh-oh, Porter is on wobbly legs. He somehow weathered the storm.
B-Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
That uppercut can't get through. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly. I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter shot. You can't connect with that right hook. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Good counter punching. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Porter backing up after that heavy shot. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have nothing.
On to the 6th round. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you have a fight that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Nice job blocking the hook. Big whiff with the right hook. That right hook's blocked. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
I want to think of holding on here for a minute. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Shawn Porter in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Come on, you've let him back into this. Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You stay focused. Back behind your jab basics. Get your rhythm back. Then we go again. You were thinking, you were smart. You weren't loading up, but you still letting your power.
There's the bell to start round 7. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Nope, that hook won't score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamorous is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. Well, you get in there, and you're letting the shots go. You've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can...
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. And Sugar is in trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Sugar is in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do you do? What do they tell him when he goes up?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Shawn Porter in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
It's when you talk about championship material.
Good work. Don't forget the come on. You want to win this fight? Right. You're starting to make mistakes. You do. Good work. Good work there.
There's the bell to start round 8. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
What were they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy burst. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Lucky that hook didn't score. He misses with that straight left. Those counter punches have to. And Sugar Ray is rocked. Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
I've got to see that again.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Accuracy, power, punch perfect. That must hurt.